Hello, good afternoon. Hope your first trading day of the year was pretty decent. Mine wasn't. Um, Wound up losing, I don't know, probably 50 bucks or something after commission. Basically a break even day. But let's get into it. What happened today? Now, this is the second time, but AXXA fooled me again today on a breakout. I bought in right here at 839. 0.0839, and it peaked at 0.085. Chopped around. I put a stop loss at 0.079, which got triggered right here, and I got exited. Now in the afternoon, it's starting to come back a little bit, but the volume's just not there at all for a breakout. So, it tricked me again. Probably won't play AXXA until it confirms the breakout, like I should have done to begin with. Next one up, CNGT. Now this one was also a loss. I'm not too upset with this one because it wasn't a terrible thesis. I got in, let's see, CNGT. I got in at 1014 at 0.0162. So right here, actually, when it skipped up, I got in at 0.0162. It topped out at 0.017, chopped around a little bit, and I sold after that big red candle at 0.0152. I exited most of it. I got a little off right there at 0.0159 before it really broke, but then I wound up filling the rest at 0.0152 for a loss. Now, that's not a terrible thesis. It's a OTC first green day. They had a 10 o'clock press release. It ran up pretty decently. It's a little dip off the highs. A lot of times these OTCs will break through that high a day convincingly and continue to higher highs a day. But that one really didn't. Double top. And in hindsight, I should have gotten out as soon as it double topped. But sometimes they consolidate just below before getting another leg up. Next trade, TSOI. Now this one was a pretty dang good one. I wound up 350 bucks up off on this one in a matter of minutes. I bought in first time right here. Let's see what prices we had on that. TSOI 0.0339 for the first buy. So right in that neighborhood. And then I averaged down to 0.033, so basically a 0.0335 average. I bought another 100,000 here. I sold part of it at 339 when it recovered, which is actually the one downfall in this trade. I sold half of it right there, and if I had held on to it, then it would have been a $700 win. But because I sold half there and then I sold the other half at 365, it was a $350 winner, which still isn't bad, so I guess I can't complain. We also have BTZI. This was actually a terrible trade on my part. They had a press release, or a tweet rather. I bought in here at I forget what it said, 5.9 I think. It kept banging its head on 6. Oh, 5.8 actually, but it kept banging its head on 6. Couldn't break through. But look at the volume. That was why I shouldn't have been in this one. There's no volume based on that news action. So really, there's nothing there to justify an entry. Wound up cutting losses at 0.052. Was lucky to get out there. CYBL I made a little bit on. I actually paper-handed this one for sure. CYBL right here as it started breaking the high a day. I got in at 0.0298. You can see the previous high a day was right here at 0.0295. So when it broke that, I got in at 0.0298. And then I sold it right here at 304. Somewhere right in that neighborhood. So I definitely paper-handed that one. I could have held a little longer and gotten a fair amount more gain from it. In fact, it's holding up fairly decent into the close, but I definitely wouldn't have held through that 3-cent break down there. The next one up, B-Bio. Now this is just kind of a random trade on my part. So this biotech was trading around $40 a share, and then it dropped to $11 a share overnight. But I was looking for a gap fill here, but realistically, if the gap fill was going to happen, it should have happened yesterday. They also announced, or there was a tweet that announced a $365 price target on this one. Upon digging into it further, it was from like a contributor of some obscure brand. It wasn't like H.C. Wainwright placing a price target on a stock. So I got out of that one. I think I got in 1720 and I sold 1705 in that choppy mess somewhere after that. Yeah, not a good trade. The one that I missed this morning, and I swear to God, I thought about taking it. In fact, I think I canceled some orders on it, but it was MXSG. Actually, this one's really important. I wonder if I can on-demand it. I don't think it'll let me yeah, it hasn't. I can only go back like a couple of days. But anyways, this morning, it had the most volume that it's had in a year at 5 million in like the first 10 minutes. And I almost pulled the trigger right here at 119. But the spread was wild. It was like 0.0106 by 119. And I just couldn't justify it. And then when the spread tightened up, I actually put in the orders. Yeah, canceled orders right there. I actually put in the orders to buy it at 0.0119, 0.0113 first, and then I didn't get filled there. That was trying to split the gap. And then 0.0119 when the gap started tightening up, the spread started tightening up, didn't get filled. And then one last attempt there, 0.0124, still didn't get filled, so I let it go without me. But that was a really, really good morning spiker, and it was volume that I had never seen before, so I should have been more confident in my entry. And the second that I saw it dip off that high, should have hopped in. It would have been a big winner. I don't know if I would have held past through this consolidation here, but even so, from 0.0119 to 0.0176 is a really, really good winner. And then even if I had held it through the consolidation, you know, that it's up 100% from where I would have entered at the highest point. Now it's kind of faded all day, but that's the missed move of the day right there. But OTCs overall are starting to look a little better. You know, some stuff had a little bit of continuation today, not a ton, but a little bit. And a lot of stuff was moving, so it's exciting to see. You know, first trading day of the year. OTCs notoriously are warm in January, so hopefully we'll see more of the same. Hit that like button, hit that follow button. We get the daily recaps just like this one that come out every afternoon. We also have the morning watch lists that come out before the market outlining the plays of the day and the Trading 101 video series. Best of luck out there to ya.